Hey friends, Shay here. So today we are here to celebrate 6K on this channel. So friends, 6,000 of you are here and have clicked and subscribed because you like what I do. So I wanted to say thank you to each and every one of you. I honestly never thought my channel would get this big. I really appreciate and love all the support you give my channel and that you give me in return. And I just had to say thank you. So when I put it out there that I was getting close to 6K, I asked if you guys wanted like a live show or if you wanted a Q&A, and y'all wanted a Q&A. So I put it out there and I've got the questions that you've asked. So let's go ahead and dive in. Let's see. How's your B&N job going? So Barnes & Noble. So yes, Barnes & Noble is going well. I still love it. It's a really good fit for me. I have retired from doing hair full-time or even part-time really. I've kept a handful of clients for me personally, but outside of that, I really haven't. I've let everybody else go. I've given them referrals and sent them on their way. And I'm really happy with my situation now. I'm glad that that phase of my life is done, and my life as a bookseller is fantastic. I really enjoy the job. It's a lot more labor intensive than you actually think it would be. A lot of people think it's just like the dream job. I read a lot less now. Just because I don't have as much time because I'm at work. And when you're on the clock, you can't read because you're helping other people get their books. So it's different than I expected, but in a good way. Like, it fulfills me in a way that it was really unexpected for me. I do plan on doing a whole Barnes & Noble bookseller video coming up soon. I just have to talk to my boss, make sure that I can talk about everything, make sure there's nothing that I can't talk about before I make that video. So stay tuned for that. Are there any out-of-print manga series you wish you could read/own? Now, I want to own all of Red River. I've read the first, 10 digitally, but physically, I would really want Red River. I keep praying that Viz will give us beautiful collector's editions of this classic shoujo manga that all of us want. So I hope with all of my heart that we end up getting that someday. Outside of that, I don't really study out of print series too often, just because I believe in supporting what's currently out there. So I don't dive deep for old things, I guess you could say. If I stumble across it for not a lot of money, then sure, but I'm not going to go out of my way to hunt down out of prints. That's just a me thing. I know there are a lot of people out there who seek out of print things, but not me. Assuming it wouldn't hurt you at all, what exotic animal would you have as a pet? Daddy Weeb, why do you ask? 1. And 2, that would have to be a white tiger. Like, white tigers are like my spirit animal. I've always enjoyed them and related to them. They're so majestic to me. They are just these big, beautiful animals, and I just really would love to cuddle with one. Like, I would love for it to be asleep and me to go, cuddle it so I stay warm and read a book. Like, that's the dream. That's the dream right there. Plus, the baby ones are so cute. Favorite manga that you want to get an anime adaptation? Ooh. I don't know that I really have one. I feel like what I read and what I watch are very different. There are very few that cross over for me. Beastars is one, Fruits Basket is another, and Full Metal, I think, are really the only ones that truly cross over where I enjoy both. The rest I usually enjoy one or the other. So a lot of times if I enjoy the anime, I end up unhauling the manga just because I would rather rewatch it than reread it. So I don't know that I necessarily want. I guess Komi's another one because I really enjoy both. I can't think of one off the top of my head, honestly. I would love more Yona. I will always say yes to more Yona. Any new anime and TV shows that you have been watching? Okay, so lately my husband and I, we've been watching Hot in Cleveland, which is the TV Land show that Betty White was on with Valerie Bertinelli and a couple of other actresses. And that's been a lot of fun. Anime-wise, the biggest surprise that we watched recently was Love After World Domination. Now, the manga is coming out digitally through Kodansha. It's in digital Kodansha jail, as some people call it. But it's adorable. It's about a villainess and the leader of the Gelato 5, aka the Power Rangers, falling in love. And it's adorable. Like, me and my husband were like so in love with it, the whole thing. So the first season, I think it just was a spring anime, so it's just new. It's not super old. It's still releasing in Japan. There's only like 5 volumes out, and I think we only have 4 in the US right now. But yeah, like, would 10 out of 10 recommend checking that one out, because we have had a great time with it. A favorite summer manga? I don't really read manga in certain seasons. I just love to read it anytime. So I found myself leaning towards romance titles year-round, but in the spring and summer, I do focus more on the romances as opposed to other stories that I enjoy. Like, I have the most recent volume of Yona, and I still haven't read it, so that should tell you something. But yeah, so I would say just any sort of romance is good this time of year. I love my shoujo romances. I love my josei romances. I love my shonen romances. And I love my seinen romances. There are romances in every demographic, so I love all of them. I have read a lot of queer manga recently. I did read a lot more than normal during Pride, but I read it year-round, so that's not really a big thing. One of my favorite ones that I've read recently was... oh, shoot, where'd it go? I would honestly say probably The Muscle Girl Next Door. This is the most surprising one that was like a cutesy romance to me and felt very summery. So yes, I would totally recommend picking this one up. It's adorable. It's just 1 volume. Yes, I would recommend this one. Do this one. I could give you recommendations all day long, but that'll be the one I give today. Okay, let's go to YouTube. This is another bookseller related question. Is being a bookseller as you expected it to be? What aspect of the job or experience surprised you the most? I think how physically labor intensive it is was the most surprising. You know, carts of books are a lot heavier than you think they're going to be. But I also think the amount of joy I've gotten from the job is different than expected. It's not bad per se, just different, and I really appreciate it. Sorry, my cat's right here wanting pets and scritches right now. It's Kaladin, by the way, for those of you who know my cats. This is my black tuxedo cat. Being a bookseller is better than I expected it to be, if I'm honest. My favorite one-shot manga, and which manga character do you identify with the most? Favorite one-shot is Until I Meet My Husband. It's an autobiographical manga. That's my favorite one-shot at the moment. What character do I identify with? Oh, gall. I haven't thought about that in a minute. I would probably say, I would probably say Chisei from Ancient Magus Bride. There's a lot about her, and she blows people away unexpectedly and in different ways than they expect. I really like Chisei, like how Chisei feels about herself is a lot how I've felt about myself a good chunk of my life. So I relate to Chisei a lot. What are your favorite kinds of couples in mangas? The shy one with the popular one, spunky person with a more serious person. Do you have a Holy Grail manga you would love to get your hands on? Holy Grail, obviously, is Red River. Favorite kinds of couples in manga? I love all kinds of couples in manga. I do tend to like sweeter romances as opposed to like the dark twisty ones, but I do love my dark twisty ones. I mean, something's wrong with us. Hello here. As long as it doesn't involve cheating, I'm down. That's pretty much where I'm at with romance. What series, if you can pinpoint it, has shaped your taste in manga the most? Ooh, that's a really interesting question because I feel like that's changed over time. I think I would say my josei titles have really helped a lot with that. So Wotakoi, Perfect World, those kinds of titles. A Sign of Affection. I would include Sweat and Soap in that, even though it's a seinen romance. Those kinds of things. I love adult romances that depict healthy relationships. Yes. That's a big yes. You really want to cuddle right now, don't you? Come say hi to the people. Hello. All right, off you go. This comment's from Steph from Novelty Corner. Steph's one of my favorite humans. What have been some of the best moments of having your YouTube channel? I honestly think it's just all the friendships I've made. I've met some really amazing people, some of my dearest friends, people I talk to very regularly. I would say they're probably the best part of my YouTube channel. I just love connecting with people and talking about books and manga. I mean, that's the dream. It's the best part of it. Let's be real. Aw, my friend Chelsea. Mine is definitely, how are you so fabulous, girl? Aw, Chelsea, I love you. My answer to that is good genes. I have great parents. If you could learn any language, what would it be and why? Honestly, I would love to learn Portuguese. I have a sister-in-law who's Brazilian, so they speak Portuguese in their home, and I would love to be able to communicate better with her, especially. So if I was going to learn any language, it would first be Portuguese. Second to that, it would probably be Japanese, so I could read all the manga that I want. What's your all-time favorite Backstreet Boys song? Because they happen to be a Backstreet Boys fan too. So, okay. For me, it's gonna sound dumb, but it's Shape of My Heart. That one hit me right at the right time. But I love their entire catalog. I mean, I was singing along that entire concert and my voice was hoarse for days after, and then I got sick. But yeah, I completely had no voice when I was done with the most recent concert I went to. I've gone to see them twice in Vegas now, and I saw them once as a teenager. All of the times I've been with my mom, because my mom's the best kind of mom, and she loves to go to these things with me. So that was fantastic. But yes, I would say Shape of My Heart is probably my favorite. I mean, I will always love things like I Want It That Way and Backstreet's Back, all those kinds of things. I will always love their entire catalog. I just love them. Their harmonies are so tight. It's great. I also really love Chances off their most recent album. That one's probably my favorite off the most recent album because it hits me in a really sweet spot. And it actually, my mom says it's like the new song for her and my dad, and it's adorable. I love them. What has been your favorite manga release of 2022 so far? Dylan, don't ask for spoilers on other videos. Okay, so that's it for the questions, actually. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you again for all your support on my channel. If you're still here at the end of this video, leave me a yellow heart emoji down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Was it all just a dream, just all in my